Number 31. Lionel Barrymore. Lionel stands as one of the most distinguished names in Hollywood's golden age, a member of the illustrious Barrymore acting dynasty. Known for his unforgettable roles in films like It's a Wonderful Life, he captured audiences with his gravitas and magnetic screen presence. However, few knew of the immense personal battles he faced behind the scenes. Barrymore suffered from debilitating arthritis, a condition that caused him excruciating pain and eventually confined him to a wheelchair. The physical strain compounded his struggles with depression, which was only worsened by the stigma surrounding mental health at the time. Despite his increasing physical limitations and emotional suffering, Barrymore continued working, refusing to let his challenges defeat him. Acting became both his refuge and his salvation, a place where he channeled his pain into deeply poignant performances. In a time when mental health issues were seldom spoken of, let alone understood, Barrymore's ability to endure in silence stands as a testament to his resilience. He turned his anguish into art, leaving a legacy that still resonates today. His story is a powerful reminder of the hidden battles people fight, even as they create beauty and joy for others on the grand stage of life. Number 32. David Niven. David, one of Hollywood's most debonair leading men, dazzled in classics like Around the World in 80 Days and The Pink Panther. While he exuded charm and elegance on screen, his personal life was marked by immense tragedy and emotional pain. The sudden and devastating death of his first wife, Primula Rollo, in a freak accident, shattered Niven's world and left him struggling with deep depression. Widely admired for his wit and composure, Niven soldiered on, maintaining a cheerful facade even as he wrestled with grief. Niven channeled these emotions into his art, using his performances as a way to process his pain. Later, in his acclaimed autobiography, he revealed the depth of his internal battles, painting an honest picture of a man who carried his sorrow in silence. Through sheer determination and professionalism, Niven became a symbol of grace under pressure, proving that even in the face of profound loss, it's possible to create moments of joy that resonate far beyond oneself. Number 33. Spencer Tracy. Spencer, one of the greatest actors in cinematic history, captivated audiences in films like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and Judgment at Nuremberg. His on-screen brilliance and nuanced portrayals earned him widespread acclaim and 2 Academy Awards. Yet away from the spotlight, Tracy was a deeply troubled man, plagued by depression and spiraling addiction. For Tracy, alcohol served as a coping mechanism for his inner torment, but it only deepened his struggles. His personal life was equally tumultuous. The weight of his devout religious beliefs and the guilt he felt about his complicated relationship with Katharine Hepburn added to his anguish. Struggling privately, Tracy managed to give unforgettable performances that masked the pain within. Known for his professionalism, he delivered every line with conviction, even as his internal turmoil threatened to consume him. Spencer Tracy's story reminds us that some of the brightest stars conceal the darkest struggles, showing courage and resilience in their artistry while wrestling with battles no one else can see. Number 34. Robert Walker. Robert's chillingly brilliant performance as Bruno in Strangers on a Train is often heralded as one of cinema's best portrayals of a disturbed mind. However, Walker's real life mirrored his on-screen roles in harrowing ways. Haunted by childhood trauma, Walker endured a volatile and heartbreaking marriage to Jennifer Jones, who famously left him for producer David O. Selznick. The betrayal sent Walker into a spiral of depression and alcohol abuse, severely impacting his mental health. Frequently misunderstood and ostracized, Walker's emotional breakdowns made him difficult to work with, and he struggled to land roles. Nonetheless, the raw vulnerability and pain he brought to his most famous role captivated audiences and left a lasting impression. Despite his talent, his life was cut tragically short. At age 32, Walker passed away from a mix of sedatives and alcohol, an untimely end that exposed the lack of mental health awareness in Hollywood at the time. His story is a tragic reminder of the high price some pay for fame and recognition. Number 35. John Barrymore. John, the charismatic, great profile, dazzled audiences with his elegance and talent in films like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and Grand Hotel. His striking good looks and undeniable versatility made him one of the most sought-after actors of his time. Yet beneath his glamorous exterior, Barrymore waged an unrelenting war with alcoholism and mental instability. The immense pressure to live up to his family's extraordinary reputation and the grueling demands of stardom took a devastating toll on his mental health, triggering destructive behavior. His addiction affected every aspect of his life, leading to paranoia, mood swings, and alienation from those closest to him. Often, Barrymore performed while visibly intoxicated, further straining his relationships with colleagues and studios. The bright star that once shone so brilliantly dimmed into controversy and chaos. Despite his decline, his groundbreaking performances still inspire actors and audiences alike. John Barrymore's tragic tale serves as a sobering reflection of how celebrity, without adequate support, can amplify personal struggles and lead to heartbreaking consequences even for one so gifted. Number 36. Gig Young. Gig's suave demeanor and magnetic performances in films like They Shoot Horses, Don't They? Earned him an Academy Award and a place among Hollywood's elite. Despite his charm and success, Young battled crippling depression and severe alcoholism behind closed doors. His struggle to meet the industry's relentless expectations pushed him to self-medicate with alcohol, worsening his fragile mental state. Failed marriages and tumultuous relationships reflected the increasing chaos in his personal life. In his later years, Young's career began to falter as his mental health deteriorated. The culmination of his decline came in a shocking tragedy in 1978. 3 weeks after his fifth marriage, Young fatally shot his wife and then took his own life. The horrific event highlighted the destructive consequences of ignoring mental health issues. Despite his talent, Gig Young's tragic story underscores the importance of seeking support and breaking the stigma around mental illness, even in places as glittering as Hollywood. Number 37. Robert Newton. Robert stole the spotlight with his larger-than-life portrayals in Treasure Island and Oliver Twist, becoming the quintessential pirate archetype. However, his real life was marred by severe alcoholism, which dominated his declining years. Newton's erratic behavior on and off set, largely fueled by his addiction, made him a challenging figure to work with. As his mental health deteriorated, financial troubles and legal issues began to overshadow his career. Often arrested for public drunkenness, Newton alienated himself from many colleagues, leaving him increasingly isolated. His health steadily worsened due to years of heavy drinking, culminating in a fatal heart attack at 50. While his performances remain iconic, his life exemplifies how fame and creative genius can crumble without proper support and intervention. Newton's tale is a sobering reminder of the far-reaching consequences of untreated mental health struggles. Number 38. Rex Harrison. Rex exuded grace and sophistication in films like Cleopatra and My Fair Lady, becoming one of Hollywood's most respected stars. Yet behind the polished facade, Harrison struggled with intense mood swings and depression. Personal losses, including the suicide of his second wife, Carol Landis, deeply affected him. As Harrison's professional success grew, so too did the burden of his unresolved grief and mental health challenges. Though he maintained his reputation as a consummate professional on stage and screen, those close to him often noted his mercurial temperament and bouts of melancholy. Harrison's public victories in Hollywood belied the inner pain he carried quietly throughout his life. His story reveals the pressures of public success and the hidden weight of personal tragedy in an unforgiving industry. Number 39. Laurence Olivier. Laurence, one of the greatest actors of his era, mesmerized audiences with roles in Hamlet and Wuthering Heights. To the world, he was the epitome of success and perfection, but internally, Olivier was plagued by severe anxiety and depression. His relentless pursuit of excellence pushed him to the brink, leading to nervous breakdowns during pivotal points in his career. Married to Vivien Leigh, whose bipolar disorder created additional strain, Olivier grappled with emotional instability on multiple fronts. Despite his internal battles, Olivier delivered performances of breathtaking artistry, channeling his pain into roles that continue to inspire audiences decades later. His struggles remind us that even towering legends of the stage and screen were deeply human, burdened by fears and insecurities while setting the bar for greatness. Number 40. Gene Kelly. Gene lit up the screen with effortless joy in classics like Singin' in the Rain. Behind the cheerfulness, however, hid a man burdened by perfectionism and emotional turmoil. Known for his demanding nature on set, Kelly was driven by an unrelenting need to achieve perfection, which often veered into frustration and self-doubt. Kelly's exacting standards strained his relationships with collaborators and contributed to his reputation for being difficult to work with. In his personal life, Kelly suffered immense heartbreak, including the tragic death of his first wife. These personal losses, coupled with the diminishing popularity of musicals, took a heavy toll on his mental health. Though he found fulfillment in mentoring younger talents later in life, his story underscores how even those who bring happiness to millions can silently endure profound struggles. Kelly's legacy remains a testament to resilience and the complexity of human emotion, reminding us that stars, too, are human. These stories remind us of the immense pressure placed on Hollywood's biggest stars and the silent battles they endured behind the scenes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. And if you found this video compelling, click on our next one, where we explore Hollywood actors who were destroyed by fame. See you there.